Hey, what's going on, Miss Shaun? Wow, I'm making so many videos. This is like my fifth video within less than a week's time, and I'm so glad that people are appreciative of the videos that I'm making. And I'm definitely getting your messages out there, and I'm trying to answer all of them back. And so it's going really great. I have so many topics um, that I'm talking about, and again, I profusely apologize for my lighting. I really need to get a different editor because I really don't have one. Most things are posted really raw, and I need a light. But I'm going to talk about the lies that the cabal tells man. For example, let's just take it step by step. People really believe that orange juice is freshly squeezed, when in actuality, it takes 6 months to go from tree to your kitchen table. Oranges are picked, they're brought to a processing plant, and they're squeezed. The juice is put in a vat, but the vat of juice takes approximately 6 months. It sours, the juice sours, it loses all its flavor. It's bitter. It's probably a lot like vinegar. And then after that 6 months process of just sitting and waiting for no reason, um, the the companies put in coloring and sugar and flavoring and reconstitute that bitter juice and then packages it and brings it to market, and subsequently you buy it. So it takes approximately 6 to 9 months before, well, from 6 to 9 months before you get it on your table, but from tree to kitchen table, it's about 6 to 9 months. So when they advertise, when all juice companies advertise that it's freshly squeezed, it's always a lie. So they lie to us blatantly, and that's just a tiny lie. That's just stuff that they don't care about. Now, the stuff that they really care about, it's really convoluted, and massive lies are put out that the public believes. One, something that we all across the globe were believing for a great percentage of time. And I think also people still believe that man is evolved from apes, when in actuality, that's not true. Where is the missing link between the ape population or colonies to man? There is no missing link because man does not evolve. Things are humanistic entities on this planet do not evolve. It's gone from one species to another. um, that's not the truth that the Cabal puts out and lies to us about. Um, Adversely, if this was true, if people evolved from apes, there would be a massive amount of half ape, half men and women walking around. We don't have anything like that in no society on this planet. There are no half ape, half man. There are no apes that continue to evolve. There is no process of evolving from apes, whether you think it's gorillas or chimps or whatever, into man. Subsequently, scientists in the 1700s and 1800s were really looking for skeletal remains that projected that there was a mid ground from apes, that missing link, to man. And that never happened because man does not evolve. You will never, scientists will never find a missing link. Subsequently, that was the greatest lie that the Cabal put out, that humans across the globe and across centuries believed. And it's only now that we're seeing that man does not evolve, that things with uh, humanistic qualities do not evolve. And the lie is that we evolve, when in actuality, 5 to 10,000 years it takes to process a human being. In other words, every 5 to 10,000 years, this world, our Earth, is extinguished of men and women and taken off this planet, completely wiped of humans, and they go back to the aliens, go back to the drawing board and process a new type of human. Now, what is the proof to that? It's very simplistic. It's very in your face. In the Let's take the 1800s because that's really a time where people can uh, look into books and see the way people dressed and the way people spoke. Look at Shakespeare, the way Shakespeare wrote plays, and the language that Shakespeare used was across the board at his particular time. In the 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, it was a different type of speech than the way we speak right now. Also, the way people dressed, the type of music that they listened to were all clues that they were different types of species. We no longer speak the way they spoke in those times. Even in the 1800s, they spoke very differently and dressed very differently than they do now. It's also being recognized that man was a little bit shorter. Most people were approximately 5 foot tall, and people who were 5'8" and 6 feet were almost considered giants, almost. Um, so that's the process that we have come to believe that man evolves. But the real clue is look at the different types of uh, people or societies that came about throughout the ages. Look at the people in biblical times; they basically wore robes. Then the ancient Egyptians, the ancient Sumerians, because I wanted to bring in Middle Eastern peoples, the ancient Peruvians, the ancient Africans, the ancient Greeks and Italians dressed very differently than even their modern people or the people that just came after them. So I believe that every 5,000 to 10,000 years, the earth is wiped of all types of humans, and a process begins to bring aboard a new type of humanistic species. Again, I'm of the concept that there are 58 different alien species that formulated humans in the beginning of time anyway. Um, I believe the Cabal knows this. I believe that um, a lot of things, like I just told you, are lies and that we are forced to believe. So this is the second video. I'm glad it's a lot shorter than the other one. The other one was 25 minutes. This is only approximately 10 minutes long. But I wanted to get that out there. That don't believe everything that you read in books and the like, because it's a great possibility that they are lies. Um, and they're simplistic lies like bringing freshly squeezed orange juice to your table when in actuality it takes 6 months. They reconstitute everything and put in chemicals and additives, and you don't know what the chemicals and additives do to your body. Subsequently, uh, there was no missing link between man and ape because man did not evolve from ape. Man is formulated every 5 to 10,000 years, and that's easily denoted by the way people or cultures spoke, the type of dress that they wore, and the music that they listened to. Those are the three key elements of new beings on this planet. And I talked about humans being wiped from the planet. That's called ascension. People who are religious or Catholic people believe that there is a time where God brings all humans off the earth and brings them to heaven. I believe that's true. But in essence, I believe that, and I said this in another video, that God is an alien and that Jesus, yes, is the Son of God, but they're both alien species who looks over humans and kind of protects them, but they also have their own agenda insofar as humans are concerned, or what they want humans to evolve into. Um, that's why I believe that prayers, if you say prayers correctly, they are answered. and things really come true for people who do pray, but you have to pray in a specific way. And maybe I'll make a video about that, but I want to make sure that I have the correct wordage from the Bible that tells you exactly how to pray to get your prayers answered. That was taken out of the Bible. Um, but I want to say that um, don't believe me. Do your own research. Read. Always constantly read. The most important things are put into books because the Cabal knows that, I can speak to you as a black man. The Cabal puts into knowledge that he doesn't want the black man to know because he feels that the black man doesn't read books. So he'll always put new and true entities into books uh, and thinking that black men and women don't read, and that's one of the foibles of the black race is that we don't read enough of books. Um, but I wanted to stay on the subject of lies and stuff like that, where there is no humanistic quality between an ape. We're put on this earth every 5,000 to 10,000 years as new species of humans. In some cases, we're taller or shorter and definitely speak differently and have different concepts of the world around us. So I'm going to end this video right now, and I'm so glad that everybody is now texting me or leaving me email insofar as my videos are concerned. And thank you so much for logging on and subscribing to my videos. And have a blessed day, and I'll see you again real soon.